Education is about giving.
How do I have that dare to take challenges in life?
हम इन दबावों का सामना कैसे कर सकते हैं?
कोई भी सक्सेस बिना फेलियर के कभी भी नहीं आती है।
To do your best, take adequate rest.
आपके सपने जो हैं वो आपके हैं, आपके बच्चों के नहीं हैं।
AI को मैं एज अ टूल काम में लूंगा।
Education is about giving you fundamentals.
एग्जाम जो है ये वन वे टिकट है, यहाँ से अभी हमको आगे ही बढ़ना है।
And most importantly, have fun.
वॉरियर बनोगे या वॉरियर बनोगे? आपको तय करना होगा कि जीवन में सफल होना है कि किताबों से सफल होना है।
अपनी मेहनत से तू दुनिया को जीत ले।
आज का जो हमारा एपिसोड है, इस एपिसोड के गेस्ट बड़े कमाल के हैं। उन्होंने पूरी दुनिया में एक बहुत कमाल का स्पिरिचुअल रेवोल्यूशन की शुरुआत की। अब वो बढ़ता चला जा रहा है। जब भारत में होड़ लगी हुई थी डॉक्टर और इंजीनियर बनने की, तो उन्होंने एक नया रास्ता दिखाया, इनर इंजीनियरिंग का। ये कैसे स्पिरिचुअल मास्टर हैं जो स्पिरिचुअलिटी को आसान बना देते हैं, आज के जमाने का बना देते हैं। ये कैसे योगी हैं जो योगा को कूल बना देते हैं, रिलेटेबल बना देते हैं। Boys and girls, join your hands together for the mystic, for the yogi, for the revolution we know as Sadhguru. Sadhguru, it's an honor to have you on Pariksha Pe Charcha 2025. This platform was conceptualized and created by our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. It's a platform where students get to interact directly with public personalities like you. Your thoughts on the platform?
This is really a fantastic effort. I think nowhere in the world has ever a world leader has shown such interest in our children, being concerned about the pressures that they're going through. I deeply appreciate that the Prime Minister is taking interest in the examination blues that some of them are having. So I came in blue today, that's why. I have no blues. So, I remember I used to volunteer in a pharmacy for about nearly 2 years. I found that during the examination time, we were stocking up a lot of Mexoform and Dipendol. These were the tablets at that time which were anti-diarrheal. So, massive amount, volumes of anti-diarrheal medicine was being sold during the exam, 10th standard and 12th standard examination, diarrhea.
So this was like a pattern.
Yes, you wouldn't believe this. All the pharmacies are stocking up extra stock because it'll all be sold. I hope you guys are not like that. No. So I was just thinking, what's happening? So this fear, we must understand this. How are we made? First of all, education is not about examination. Examination is just an evaluation to see whether you're fit enough to go to the next step or not. And education is about giving you access to life. Now you're sitting here, this lawn, this every blade of grass, you must wonder, why are they made like this? Why hasn't it decided to grow up like a coconut tree? Why is it only this much and doing what it's doing? What I'm telling you is, You must keep your intelligence in a dynamic mode. Doesn't matter what it is. There's a motorcycle here. It's not just about thinking, oh, I want to have one. That's not the point. How does it work? What is it? If you look at the grass, what is the biology of it? What is the physics of it? What is the chemistry of it? If you look at the motorcycle, what is the physics of it? What is the math of it? What is the chemistry of it which makes it go? Look at yourself, the same thing. You must keep your intelligence in a dynamic mode. It is not like when I study, I'm like this, rest of the time I'm like that. No. Life, you must be on. If you want to find access to life, because education is about giving you fundamentals which will give you access to life. When I say access to life, tomorrow whatever you may choose to do, whatever you may choose to do, you have to do it well. That means competence. If you have to be competent, you need access. To find access, there are many aspects to it. One important thing is, you have an active, dynamic intelligence. Don't ever think, am I as intelligent as this person or that person? There is no such thing. It's a farce that's been spread in the world. Everybody can sparkle and do things that others cannot imagine. Everybody. Only thing is, because there is no striving, that sparkle doesn't happen. Right now, what you call as school, what you call as education, what you call as examination is about that. The longing to know, making the miracle of your mind sparkle. When I say sparkle, there are a lot of studies which are brain mapping. There are a whole lot of studies in the world. At one time, I was engaged with this one scientist in Switzerland who was doing brain mapping, and I went there to see. He had mapped 17% and they're trying to imitate the brain in the computer form. And I went there. 17% of the brain they said they have built with computers, capability of the brain. Like your sports hall, what is that, Vajra, is it? The Vajra hall, about 3/4 of that size, nearly about the same size, I would say. It's full, packed from floor to ceiling with computers. This is 17% of your brain. I said, I got it better packed here. This brain mapping is showing, if you think of a coconut tree, one part of your brain will flash. If you think of a mountain, something else will flash. If you think of mathematical numbers, something else will flash. Like this, they have something. But recent studies have shown, when people become very meditative, with Shambhavi, lot of studies have been done, you must look it up. With Shambhavi Mahamudra, they see large part of the brain is lit up. Not any particular thing, large part of the brain. This needs to happen, that everything is lit up. What you use is up to you. See, intelligence is not about usefulness. Intelligence creates profoundness of experience of life. The more you activate your intelligence, the more access you have into everything that you see. See, if your physical body is well exercised, you can function better than those who are not well exercised. Is that a fact?
Yeah.
Then why is that not true with your mental faculties? The more exercised they are, the better they function. Don't save it for future. If you save it, it'll vanish, all right? It's like a cloud. If it rains, it's good. If it doesn't, it'll go anyway.
Namaskaram Sadhguru. My name's Anavi, I'm in 10th grade. So, I feel like very stressed like about my boards and everything.
Boards?
But yeah, boards, because I'm in 10th.
Boards,
Yeah.
okay.
But
You
I'm
mean
not-
your examination? This Pariksha Pe Charcha, board. I know what you're saying, but
I'm not able to like put that stress into action. Like I have time, but instead of using that time to study, I like play something. And yeah, I don't know what to do about it.
if you're playing, you're not stressed, obviously. Can I tell them something, a very bad example?
No, sure, please.
It was just about 15-20 days for my 12th standard examination. And we have to get the hall ticket. It was a big deal because my kind doesn't know whether we'll get our hall ticket or not, because they're checking the attendance percentage. So, I went and got my hall ticket, that means for me, I have achieved. So we are standing in the bicycle stand and I'm talking to my friends and saying, in Mysore city I was a mango expert. Right from childhood I've explored which tree, where, how it tastes, everything. Full… the Mysore surrounding geography, I know the mangoes through and through.
So you look at a mango, you know the tree?
No. If I look at the tree, I know the mango.
Okay.
So I know how it tastes, what it is, everything, because I've eaten from every tree. As now also, I don't see what is mine, what is not mine, then also I did not see what is mine and what is not mine. So I'm telling my friends, the university campus, there is the mangoes have all blossomed because first we eat the raw mango at different stages and then when it ripens, we eat it in different ways. Mango season is mango, all right? Then I was sitting on my bicycle and telling them, hey, come on, let's go. Then on the first floor is the headmaster's, the principal's office. So he's listening, we didn't realize. And then he comes to the window and shouts, the examination is just 15 days away and you're going for mangoes? Instinctively, I said this, sir, examination comes twice a year, mangoes come only once a year. I passed and went on, all right? So, because 15 days means I still don't even have my textbooks yet. I have to beg, borrow from somebody because I invested all that in something else. So I'm not being a nice example, but I'm just telling you that your textbook is not a challenge for your intelligence, no matter who you are. No matter you've not done well in the school till now, but still I'm telling you, for your intelligence, the textbook is not a challenge. You're unnecessarily making it difficult for yourself by approaching it in a certain way. Make your textbook itself into a play. Hello? Make it playful. Why can't you learn playfully? If you learn mangoes, you have to learn the biology of mangoes, isn't it? And everything. I'm saying, if you make it playful, your textbook is not a challenge.
Super. Okay, next question.
I'm Siddharth of class 10, and my aim in upcoming 5 months is to score 495 marks in my exams. But I have some distractions that reduce my focus, that sometimes mobile phones, sometimes the social medias, and sometimes overthinking. So could you guide me to overcome from it?
Well, social media and that phone companion that you have a smartphone or a dumb phone? Smartphone. See, generally we call somebody smart only if we find them smarter than us. Hello? So you should have a phone which is smarter than you, it's not good. You should be smarter than the phone, then you decide how to use the phone. If the phone decides how it should be used, then it's too smart a phone for you. You must choose the dumb phone. About overthinking, see, my problem is, nobody in the world is thinking enough. They're not thinking enough. You must understand the difference between thinking, that means a conscious process of thought, isn't it?
Where you are in control.
A conscious process, don't use the word control.
Okay.
Your thought must be liberated, not controlled. But a conscious process of thought is thinking. Having a mental diarrhea is not thinking. So make the distinction, are your thoughts running away by themselves or are you thinking? If you're thinking, it's fantastic. Hello? People are always talking about overthinking. There is no such thing. You must think beyond everybody else. Hello? Only then you'll do something worthwhile. Only if you think beyond everything that's happening right now, you will do something worthwhile, isn't it? If you think what you're thinking is overthinking, then you will try to cool it down because your machine is getting hot. Why is it getting hot? Friction. Why is friction? There's not enough lubrication. Right now any machine, this motorcycle is parked here, you take out the engine oil and ride it. In 3 minutes, this wonderful machine will be finished, yes or no? Same thing with you. No lubrication and you trying to use your mind, boom, it'll break. You call this stress, you call this anxiety, call it whatever, more and more names. The problem is, you don't know how to hold your mind. You don't know how to keep it in alignment. We were talking about geometry. Only what is geometrically well aligned will function smoothly. What is not well aligned will create friction, isn't it? Where there is friction, you lower the activity naturally. Anything which is frictious is stressful to operate. Anything that's frictious, you'll always try to save yourself. So for this we can do something very simple. The simple thing is just this, that what you call as my body and what you call as my mind, both are accumulations. Yes? You gathered them over a period of time. All the content of your mind you gathered, the content of your body you gathered from outside. Am I correct? What you have gathered can be yours, cannot be you, is it correct? Right now, if I try to hold this little vessel with my little finger, obviously it's going to crash. If I hold it this way, there is no problem in holding this. How you hold it is very important, isn't it? Anything that you gather, anything that's yours, that is useful to you, you must hold it right, only then it works for you. If you don't hold it right, then it doesn't work for you, it'll work against you. So, this process of overthinking or whatever you're calling it, there's no such thing as overthinking. Mind may be running away. Why is it running away? Simply because you must understand, you do not know the difference between your psychological process and yourself. There is no distinction between what you're doing and what you are. You're doing something, is thought what you're doing? Hello? Is thought a kind of action within you? You are doing the thought. If you're doing the thought, what you do and what you are are two separate things. That separation is not there. This is why meditation, the fundamental aspect of being meditative means it is a quality. Meditation is not an act, it's a quality. What is this quality? If you sit here, there is a little distance between you and your thought process, between you and your physiological process. So if you sit here, your body is not in the way, your mind is not in the way. The world anyway there is some distance, isn't it? With what you have distance, with that you have no problem. With phone also you must create some distance. See, if your hand starts jumping all over the place like this without your permission, looks like an ailment or no? Hello? Maybe Mr. Parkinson's is visiting you. If your mind is running all over the place without your permission, it's an ailment or no? So, this is very important that you don't make yourself, your body and mind unhealthy. It is unhealthy if it starts doing things that you don't want it to do. It must do what you want. This body should do what you want. Your mind should do what you want. For this, there is a simple process. It's called the miracle of mind. We will send you a link with which you can practice. Simple process, 7 minutes a day. Just 7 minutes a day, it'll do wonders to you. It'll bring that balance.
So, Sadhguru, now it's time for some techniques, some yoga masterclass from you for all the students who are right now tuned into this broadcast.
So this is a simple process which will create the distance between you and the body, and your psychological process and physiological process. If there's a little distance, you are free from those things. You can use the body, you can use the mind the way you want. So this is very important at this stage in your life. Examination, no examination, you must keep yourself in full vibrance. For this, there is a simple process. You know sound is a vibration, so we will use some basic sounds. Set some kind of a reminder and for 7 minutes, and 7 minutes, if you can do it twice a day, it'll be fantastic, at least once a day in the morning. Best done on empty stomach, but it doesn't matter, that you do these three sounds for 7 minutes. You will see a new resurgence of energy in the system, new level of vibrance in your body and your mind.
It was an absolute pleasure to have you on Pariksha Pe Charcha 2025, Sadhguru. Thank you for your wisdom.
Deeply appreciate this effort. Well, but it's for the children to make use of it. Not only this, in whichever way, if you bring certain kind of yogic practices, simple things which will bring balance into body and mind, it'll do wonderful things, not just for the examination time. If you bring this into your life, it'll carry you through life without leaving a scratch upon you. Let's make it happen.
I hope इस एपिसोड से आपने बहुत कुछ सीखा। आपको अब सुपर पावर मिल चुकी है योगा और मेडिटेशन की, तो अब बस आपको अपनी एग्जाम्स की तैयारी करनी है, मुस्कुराते रहना, हंसते रहना है। As our PM sir says, laugh in, laugh out.
I learned that there's no point of being stressed. Don't worry about your future or what you're going to do or if you're going to fail. Just be in the moment and give your best. And I should also practice yoga just to keep my mind centered and just to keep it balanced and keep it going.
It has made my perspective on exams very different. Once I'm done, I can go back to studying with a fresh mind, a new look, a new approach to everything.
Thank you so much, Modi ji, because this initiative itself has given me a feeling that he takes our students also very importantly, and it makes us feel that, okay, studies is not too much, exams is not too much, it's just an obstacle and we shouldn't even consider it as an obstacle. It's really something that we should take lightly, enjoy, and nothing to be stressed about.
तो छात्रों